Shop owner step ahead and foot pedal during robberies. The desk snaps vertical as a shield, lifting a concealed gun. A cord tugs the trigger once the desk stands fully upright to fire at thieves while cash slides into a locked drawer below. Poor accuracy and frequent misfire stop mass production entirely. This ancient torture traps victims between two wooden boats with head and limbs exposed. They are forced to drink milk and honey, and the sweet liquid covers their skin to draw swarms of biting insects. Waste accumulates inside the boats to attract more bugs, leaving victims trapped for weeks until death. Rapid extreme weight gain stretches skin far too fast. The dermis layer tears under sudden tension, revealing deeper skin tissue and creating reddish purple stretch marks from broken surface blood vessels. The color fades slowly to form permanent scar tissue, leaving lifelong unplanned skin streaks. One puppeteer climbs through the snuffy costumes, belly zipper to control facial movements. Voice and the elephant trunk via PVC bike handle. A second performer operates the back leg. Every motion is rehearsed repeatedly to keep the large Snuffleupagus puppet balanced and prevent tripping. A 9-year-old boy born with an underdeveloped right hand built Lego bricks around his stub to craft a homemade prosthetic. His first design failed, yet years later he rebuilt it with movable elbows and gripping claws. 4 upgraded versions followed, and he released all building guides free for anyone to build their own Lego hand. Stranded alone on an Antarctic expedition with no medical support, a man diagnosed his own appendicitis and performed self-surgery in freezing weather. His team held mirrors and tools while he operated, switching to touch only when mirror vision disoriented him. After 2 grueling hours, he removed his appendix and stitched his wound fully by himself. Breathing helium straight from party balloons, swaps vital lung oxygen for inert helium gas. Oxygen levels drop sharply, starving your brain and internal organs of air. Mild symptoms include dizziness and faintness, but prolonged helium inhalation causes dangerous hypoxia, permanent organ damage, and potentially fatal suffocation. Line 3,000 people side by side as a wide base, then stack slightly smaller human layers above repeatedly for over 3,000 rounds. This forms a stable human pyramid with more than 5.5 million people total. The single person standing at the peak reaches exactly the height of Burj Khalifa's roof, yet brutal high altitude winds would quickly collapse the entire fragile structure. MotoGP team stuffed ice blocks into bike fuel tanks. Pre-race rules cap fuel capacity at 22 liters, yet cold fuel shrinks in volume to fit extra liquid inside. Fuel expands naturally as it warms mid-race, hiding the trick in making this fuel loophole nearly undetectable to race officials. An octopus squeezes its full body through tiny openings. Once its hard beak fits, all internal organs consist of flexible, soft tissue that shifts, stretches, and compresses. Without harm, octopuses have 0 bones besides their beak, so any gap wide enough for a coin can fully fit a grown octopus with ease. A driver-fitted curved rubber strips onto every tire to safely cross a crab migration route leading to the ocean. Thousands of crabs cover the road for weeks, blocking all vehicle traffic. The rubber belts gently push crabs aside, giving them time to scuttle off the pavement before the car rolled forward. Early medical trials link sheep artery blood straight into human patient veins to treat blood loss. The human immune system identified foreign sheep blood as a dangerous invader and launched violent attacks. Severe fever, sharp pain, organ blockages from blood clots, kidney failure, shock and death quickly followed for many test patients. Queen Elizabeth arranged to staff hidden under her long gown during military war meetings. Leaving abruptly was rude, so one held a portable waste vessel while the other cleaned up. This let the Queen relieve herself without stepping out of the strategy briefing room and arousing any suspicion. Ancient Egyptian kings feared fatal malaria spread by biting flies. To shield royalty, servants were coated fully in thick honey and made to stand beside the ruler. Sweet honey drew all disease, carrying flies to swarm the servants instead, sacrificing their own safety to keep the king unharmed. A rebel hid a machine gun inside an abandoned building's fireplace, linking its trigger to a long rope, then concealed himself inside the chimney. When French troops stepped into the room, he tugged the rope to unleash rapid gunfire and ambush the soldiers, though merely folklore, it forced troops to waste precious time searching every fireplace. When flood waters submerge and tunnels, workarounds immediately gather the queen and larvae as their top priority. They lock their bodies together to build a living floating raft that drifts on water. The queen and young ants stay safely at the raft center, while bottom layer ants rotate shifts to avoid drowning and preserve the entire colony. Sealing termite wall holes traps the insects inside. Unable to break free, they release alarm pheromones that trigger colony expansion. Worker termites chew countless new tunnels deeper into wall structures. The proper fix is injecting poison straight into holes to wipe out the whole colony internally. A man bit a severed human fingertip mixed in frozen custard. Mistaking it for candy, he contacted the desert shop right away. Staff learned a factory worker sliced part of his finger on machinery, yet staff kept the contaminated batch and served it to paying customers. A homeowner lined his property with water-filled plastic tubes surrounding his whole house. When flood water surged through the neighborhood, heavy water-filled tubes formed an immovable barrier. Flood water curved around the structure instead of penetrating nearby houses, sustained heavy damage while his home stayed completely dry. Tether one beetle to each end of a thin stick, mount a second stick through its center, and place the assembly inside a bottle for free rotation. Twist the stick and release it, flapping beetle wings generate thrust, spinning the stick opposite your initial twist like a tiny organic helicopter. Living beside a noisy airport, skip selling your home. Repaint your rooftop to mimic a foreign city skyline and list the house at an absurdly high price. Airplane passengers spot the fake city mid-flight, panicking they've reached the wrong destination. Airport officials will buy your property to resolve the confusion. In 1982, a man shot a giant 20-foot saguaro cactus in Arizona for amusement. Repeated gunshots split the heavy plant's trunk. A massive section snapped loose and crashed directly onto the man. The 1,000-pound cactus piece crushed him instantly, killing him upon impact. A worker used a kitchen knife to split frozen rock-hard beef burgers. Frigid meat made the slippery blade hard to grip. When he pressed down hard, the knife slid and sliced a deep wound across his abdomen. He panicked and failed to stop severe bleeding. Police found his dead body days later with a blood trail leading to the kitchen burgers. Farmers use a wire saw wrapped around overgrown goat horns, sliding the tool back and forth to trim horns. Safely unchecked, backward curving horns poke into eye sockets, creating constant pressure that triggers eye infections or permanent blindness. The goat is secured tight while handlers carefully cut excess horn away.